Check out this little small pack that's for Dungeons and Dragons dice from 1985 games that looks like a little small VHS tape. You ever had a VHS-C camcorder? This was the exact size these were. So let's open this up and I'll show you what is inside of it. And these are pretty cool. So I want to pull this off and I'll kind of read you some of the things that are on here, because these guys do a fun job of like just being humorous about the product itself, but also showing you for the first time ever, roll to your maximum capacity with this hi-fi dice set with unmatched colors and an average of 10,000 rolls per dice. These resin polyhedrals will send your body into shock. Destroy your fictional enemies with these little pieces of plastic. But it looks just like a VHS box that I saw a lot in the 80s when I was a kid, and 90s too, I suppose. All right, so let's see this. It's got a styrofoam holder in here. Let's pull that out. So dun, 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 dun. All right, so just kind of soak that in for a second there, what they look like here. And what's really cool, and I'll never get this right. I always tend to forget which one's going what. I can figure out a few of them, but so we got the square down here. We've got this little guy here. This one is always the one that's got the sharpest edges. Like, I'd hate to step on that, accidentally. We have that one there in the middle, and then we have these two, and then we have the big two up there. Maybe I can remember that this time. I don't know. But you'll see here, these are perfect dice. They roll really nicely, especially if you have a mat. The way they don't fly all over the place. But I want you to kind of see what these actually look kind of up close. You can see that there's so many different colors going on here. And the interesting thing too, and just kind of keep in mind, is like, say if you got this set, if you get this one here, and you look at it and try to compare it to the one I have here, it's going to look different because these are hand poured. So they do look different with every one that you open up. And you can see the details on it. The numbers on it are nice and clear on each and every one of these. So really nice set. I don't know. I think this one sometimes is usually my favorite because it looks so much like a top, even though you can't really spin it. And then you got your traditional looking kind of dice. But yeah, super nice set. And then when you're done with them, of course, you can put them back into here. And not saying that I'll remember what goes in the what, but I try to get close to it. I think the biggest one was, I feel like it was, well, actually, I think it was here. Did I get it right for once? I may have finally got it right. Let's see. I think that one is there. That one is there, and that one is there. Look at that. Kudos to me. I got them basically back into the way they came, and then just pop that back in here. And the cool thing with this is, like, you get to show up, at your next game with a really interesting talking piece here from 1985 games.